What is up, car addicts? In this video I'm going to be giving a guide for this week's HSW Time Trial for next-gen consoles only, also this week's normal time trial, and RC Bandito time trial, totaling over $450,000. Remember that the time trials can only be completed once during the event week period for the full payout, and keep in mind that rocket-powered / flying vehicles cannot be used for the time trial. So starting off with the HSW Time Trial, which is East Vinewood. Again, remember that you can only use an HSW upgraded vehicle for these time trials, and the best one is obviously the Hakuchu Drag with the HSW upgrade, which is ridiculously fast. Now usually for these HSW time trials I use the HSW test ride vehicle of the corresponding event week. So for this week we have the HSW Astron Custom as the HSW test ride vehicle, so that's the one we're going to be using for this time trial. In terms of route, the one that GPS shows is pretty much the one you want to take, with a few shortcuts throughout, which you'll see in my run. And as usual, the part time for this time trial does change depending on what vehicle you're using, so keep that in mind. Moving on to the normal time trial this week, which is Galileo Park. I highly recommend using a fast bike such as the Shotaro, Hakuchu Drag, or Batty 801. This time trial involves going through the Vinewood Hills, which is very annoying to deal with the traffic, and if you use the bike, it allows you to slip between cars in tighter situations, so again, it's highly recommended to use a bike. Now usually for these time trials I challenge myself by picking either the prize ride challenge car or the casino podium car of the corresponding event week, and for this week we have the Zion Classic as the prize ride car and the Sugoi as the casino podium car. Now the Zion I don't think can beat this time trial unless you get a perfect run, so I ended up using the Sugoi, which I don't like at all how it drives, but after quite a few attempts I was finally able to beat the time trial with my Sugoi. Moving on to this week's RC Bandito Time Trial, which is Cypress Flats. As always, you need to own an RC Bandito in order to participate in these. As usual, the RC time trials are always tricky and require a lot of precise steering and throttle inputs. This one in particular does have some traffic you have to avoid and some curbs and bumps that can unsettle the Bandito pretty easily, so I recommend letting off the throttle before those bumps, and of course always use your brakes for the tighter sections. And that's it, guys. The HSW time trial is pretty easy if you use the route I show. The normal time trial is easier if you use a bike, but still pretty difficult. And the RC time trial is pretty tricky, but just take it slow, use your brakes a lot, and you should be fine. Again, remember guys, you can earn over $450,000 between the three this week, and setting yourself to go to beat them is always a lot of fun in my personal opinion. Let me know which one you found most difficult and what vehicles you used down below in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.